Good evening. A security guard's thumb has been cut off by thugs in a vicious revenge attack outside a Docklands hotel. A gang of up to 15 men armed with machetes, knives and baseball bats surrounded the guard in a frightening free-for-all. Peter Morris is at Docklands tonight, and Peter, it's another disturbing example of violence in our city.
It is, Mitch, and it's fair to say that it's left Melbourne's nightclub security industry and those who work in bars and clubs around here in a state of shock. And it all comes on the eve of a summit where the Lord Mayor and also club owners and licensees plan to discuss the ever-growing issues of alcohol abuse and street violence.
This is the ugly scene which erupted outside the Watermark Hotel early on Sunday morning. A gang wielding machetes, knives and bats in a well-planned attack after 3 of their friends were thrown out of the venue for fighting. Craig was one of 5 security guards attacked when the gang returned.
As they've sort of more or less come around the corner and sort of took us a bit by surprise, and originally also having the guys that were there originally that we kicked out, plus an additional 15, 20 guys, all armed to the teeth.
Craig was the first to be struck, his thumb severed with a machete.
Underneath the top knuckle, and it was just held on by a little bit of skin on the inside of the thumb, so I was able to save it, put a bucket of ice and go for corrective surgery.
It's quite clear to me that there are at least 4 or 5 offenders armed with bladed weapons. The injury on this occasion was a result of a defensive holding the hand up and blocking the blow.
Police say the gang is Asian in appearance and left the Docklands precinct in 3 small sedans. These pictures have also caused anger. Groups of men who've come from a King Street bar fighting each other at 9:30 in the morning.
I think it's particularly shocking to see people who are obviously judgment impaired, whether that's alcohol or drugs, committing violent acts of assault at 9:30 in the morning on our streets.
And South Bank nightclub QBH is again in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons, this time over a Mother's Day kickboxing tournament promoters have called mayhem.
To be promoted in that way, to be called mayhem at a time when the licensee has acknowledged that there are problems around that venue, I think is inappropriate.
By this afternoon, the event had been renamed the Challenge Cup. Peter Morris, 7 News.